I was born a bastard to the deadliest dictator. There was a pride in me being so. A bastard, I mean, not my father's daughter. I was kept away from him for many years, which suited me, until his ascendancy needed a family to bring him something that people would recognize in themselves. So my siblings and I were brought to court to be shown off as the model family for them. We were expected to don a mask of respectability, which I found deep down inside to be a fantastical joke. You see, I was a pawn in his regime, like a princess, only more tragic because my birth gave me no guarantees. I had no royal blood to give me certainty, only the stain of bastardy, which I decided to wear as a badge of honor. I fought to have my independency accordingly even then, but my father's power came at a price. I did not wish to be a countess, but I found love in someone who was one of the few who didn't fear him. Fortunately, he was a loyal supporter of my father, and he was destined for greatness in the regime, which enabled us to flee his court. When we returned, after some years, I donned the mask once more, as the regime had moved on to become the despicable force it is known for. There was no room for dissent of any kind now. My father believed all they said about him and acted out accordingly. During the war, I had honor after honor bestowed upon me, which was yet more fantastical. I was portrayed as the natural successor of my father, but I wanted none of it. I was defiant in volunteering for the Red Cross, something I had to do to somehow instill in the minds of history writers that just because I'm the daughter of a vile dictator, it doesn't mean that I'm him or his behaviors. The mask worn by me and my husband slipped irreparably in 1944, when my husband was executed for treason against my father. He dared to betray my father, and he voted against him openly. So his death made it imperative for me to flee my homeland rather than face the retribution of my father. You see, fascism didn't allow for any insubordination. As it was, Switzerland beckoned and the army of my communist lover. The mask was totally dropped, especially after my imprisonment in Lipari. I took my captivity with stoicism and bided the time until the debt was paid. I didn't ask for anything of this life. But we can remove ourselves from our parents' schemes sometimes, so we have to make the best out of it.